New plug wires, new spark plugs, ported manifold, ported throttle body. It is now writing a tune to these.
The cats are glowing. I'm about to catch fire glowing. See it? Yeah. Like a sneak peek from that channel. We got the Razor Street legal and I've been driving it around. Pretty crazy, honestly. It's really, really wild. Anyways, real quick before we get started with today's video, I want to let you guys know that we uploaded a new video to Timeout yesterday that was really, really cool that I really want you guys to go check out for me. We surprised my girlfriend's grandparents with a new car. If you guys saw the Jimmy in the ending of a few videos lately, that car was their car that we went to pick up for them. And it had a lot of problems. It had a lot more problems than we were expecting when we went and picked it up, just trying to fix it for them. And so we ended up surprising them with a new car. So if you want to catch up with all the stuff with the Jimmy and all the clips that I've been showing you guys at the end of the videos on this channel, you can click up the button right now, right up there. Go check out the new video that we just uploaded on my other channel. That pretty much is the ending to all the clips that I've been showing you with the Jimmy. Yee! This is absolutely insane. Anyways, though, now back to today's video.
Well. Today is the day that we are supposed to be starting up the Viper for the first time with this fresh cam that's in it. Big port job done by Doug on the heads, intake manifold, and throttle body. So as you see over here, we've got all of our old parts, old head gaskets. Aside from those, we've got our SCT device here, which is what we're going to be using to get our new tune put on and flash onto the car here in just a moment. It's only a base tune, so we're going to be lacking a little bit of horsepower, but it should be good enough to get us to where we can probably get it running and driving. Maybe acceleration pulls. We're going to have to get it dialed in real good before we want to beat on it hard. You can see right here in this bubble wrap, we've got our high flow cast section, which is much nicer. These are from Bellinger, and Bellinger is a really nice quality exhaust system that comes on Viper stuff. Corsa, unfortunately, didn't make anything quite like this, so we didn't get the option from Corsa, but we got it hooked up, so no problem at all. Woo-wee. These tires definitely gonna have to get replaced. Talking to our guys over there at Custom Offsets right now, and I think we're gonna get a nice little sticky set of R888Rs for the back of here. Some 325s, they run a little bit wide. Me and Doug were talking. They should fit just right on these wheels, so looking good. We're right on track, it looks like, with this car. So all last night, Doug stayed up here and got everything pretty much on the engine wrapped up and assembled again for whenever we get ready to start it today. All we're missing are all the body panels that are sitting here on the ground, which once we get it tuned and once we make sure that everything is good and we're not gonna have to pull everything back apart, then, only then at that point, we'll get started assembling all of the body panels and front bumper and all that good stuff that goes back on the car. But we're not gonna worry about that for today. Today, our only goal, our mission is to get these high flow casts put on, get this thing started up, listen to what it sounds like at idle. And then after that, I've actually got to go down the road to the Gorilla Rocks location and go pick up the Sprinter because we got some real nice new wheels and tires for that thing. So yeah, that's our Monday morning.
It's definitely did delam, huh? Those tires delammed pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at that. I didn't even see that right there.
Yeah, chunked.
Just
chunked off.
Oh yeah. Whenever we were doing our promo, our ad for the giveaway, we went and brought the car out, did some donuts in it, and the tires didn't like it so much. Obviously we knew we were gonna have to replace the tires anyways. Figured what the hell, before we take it down and have it immobile, finish them off real nicely, and I think we did. Yeah, like look at that. Dang.
We might need to finish these off actually.
We probably would finish them off and they would end up in the fender.
10-second little smoky might be okay.
Oh, a 10-second smoky would probably be fine, yeah. I thought you meant finish them off. A little bit of PB Blaster later, and we got our Corsa cat bag separated from our catted section over there on the ground. We'll leave that right there for right now. We'll get this unboxed, check out and see what these things look like. Those are nice. So inside of here, we're still retaining a catalytic converter. Catalytic converters are important for emissions. But being that this is a giveaway car, it's not my personal car. If it was my personal car, we'd be doing catless long tube headers, but it's not. So we're running high flow cats off of these little things. But essentially all that we've got to do before we can start this thing back up, got to take these V-band clamps here. Vipers on the exhaust come stock with V-band clamps instead of any kind of crappy other style. It's pretty nice. So,
those are your typical bolt and plunge.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. These are gonna get slid up into place, and after that, tighten our V-band clamps to the exhaust manifold coming off of the engine, slide our Corsa onto the end of this, and get everything bolted back up. Obviously, we're gonna be missing panels, but at least we'll be able to take it on, hopefully, first drive, which is going to be absolutely crazy. I'm so pumped. It's also entertaining because this high flow cat, compared to the stock cats, even though we did gut the secondaries, but we're replacing the primary with a high flow cat. So we should have quite a good sound increase, especially being that that cam is gonna be installed now. Should sound sick. Fast forward quite a bit of time. We're lowering the Viper down. We have been...
I found out that Bellinger doesn't exactly fit off the shelf with Corsa.
Yeah.
So we had to do some cuts.
These Bellinger mid pipes here with the cats and everything did not really work out perfectly well with our Corsa setup going back. So we had to do some choppy things like Doug said. So after a few choppy things and a few hours later, we have finally got the Viper on the ground with the exhaust on. As you guys see, exhaust going back, but look down here. This is what you guys have not gotten to see yet today. New plug wires, new spark plugs, ported manifold, ported throttle body. You never know though. It looks completely stock from the top end.
Thanks for the bird, Corsa.
Are we good to do a checklist?
Well, kind of already checklisted the engine. We've got fluids filled now. We're gonna have to
burp
circulate
coolant.
them though. Burp power steering, the coolant.
Yeah.
Oil's good. Oil filter's on. It's primed. So really, we probably should go ahead and hook up the battery again, and then go ahead and flash our tune from our OCT. While that's loading, we can do a final look over, make sure everything looks good. We'll see what she does.
All right, next up, get our SCT device, flash on our base map for the cam setup, and give her a go. This has been a long process. This has been going on for like 3 weeks, and it wasn't even supposed to take that long, except for the fact that we got a little bit hung up, being that, you know, we didn't expect that we were gonna have aftermarket valves. We didn't expect to have head work done already. We didn't expect any of the stuff that we kind of ran into, but it didn't really matter though, being that we were waiting on parts and special order stuff, because Doug went ahead, ported everything in the off time while we were waiting on the stuff to come in. So wasn't planning on doing any of that, but now we've got ported intake manifold, throttle body, head, all that good stuff. You probably saw that last video. Looks pretty damn crazy.
Program vehicle, custom tune, continue, any pollution. Oh yeah, don't worry, it's okay. Everybody's probably wondering why we're using an X3 as well. That's just what's compatible with this ECU. 93 710R. This is our base map.
Yeah.
We're gonna select this. Make sure
There it goes. It is now writing a tune to the ECU. Doug, while you had the heads and everything out of the way, went ahead and did the motor mounts, since they're a lot easier to access without the manifolds or heads on, obviously. So finally, fresh motor mounts. They were a little torn once we got them out too, so probably attributed to the whole trans rotation issue, new trans mounts and everything. So it's probably about to be solid. Low battery voltage.
crap.
Yeah, let me grab a jumper.
Did you know that if you get lower to a car's exhaust, you can hear it better? You are the
What you
better.
think, Doug?
Just going through a mental checklist.
Earl, water, spark plugs, that's all I think it needs.
Is there technically a way to prime this thing? Disconnect all the injectors.
Wouldn't that be another good touch for today?
Turn it over just like for a couple seconds so we can listen to it. Make sure first that everything's okay, and then we'll prime it pretty good after that. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, let me go put that on. Prime it. Give it a few seconds, we'll prime it again. Make sure we'll get through everything.
Oh, did you?
Definitely did one of these.
All right.
Yes.
Take two.
All right, go for it.
That scared me.
Yeah. Scared everybody. Oh my god.
You hear that? Did it sound metallic at all or no?
It sounded like it was priming the loop. Everyone's
It is. Pull it up a little bit. Hey, we're not getting it. That's about where it's going to idle at. Oil pressure's great. Dips are great. Sounds good at idle. Lifters are a little bit noisy on the top end. Vipers are known for that. Hey, the cats are glowing. No, like, look at this. Like, about to catch fire. Like, I'm probably going to turn it off. Go look in the back. Hey, we've been revving it up a lot. Come look in here. Go look in there. Go look in there and zoom in on the guys.
Oh my god.
See it? Yeah. Oh dear God. I told you they were glowing. It looked like
It's a square seat cycle, so
yeah.
I guess we need to get it down a lot more.
Feels like you're riding a horse. It's like,
Hey, Jeff, remind me to post this to third tier.
alright. Will do.
Hot.
That looks hilarious. Hey, it looks like Danny's car.
Holy crap. This thing is very loud compared to how it was. That's pretty crazy.
It's pretty wild. Like, you can see the tires and everything whenever you're driving. It's pretty funny. It acts normal though, like taking off.
Yeah, it does. Looks like everything's staying in temp real good, actually.
This man's like, what in the mother?
Oh yeah, I know people are probably wondering what the hell. Oh yeah, does the whole little same as the Camaro. Once you get cruising, it's actually fine. No, there is no way. Nobody knows. I feel like, at least, nobody would know what this thing is, especially with all the front end taken off. Probably looks like the meanest, most nasty go-kart in history. It's got the same little behaviors that the Camaro does with big cam, anything. Wop, wop, wop.
On the cell kind of starting to surge some.
Oh yeah. Other than the sound, it feels like you're just driving a normal Viper though. Launching, getting going is really difficult, but this thing is actually pretty simple. The trans is solid now.
Yeah. Just leave it back here for right now.
Well, damn. Can we kill it? It's solid. I was telling him it drives very close to like you were driving a stock Viper. It's just loud. Like
It probably has a little bit
chops,
more.
loud and chopped.
But I mean, we didn't really get about 3,500 RPM yet, so.
Were you data logging or just testing it?
No, we just wanted
My
to.
computer is at the house. I'm gonna have to go back and get it so we can do some day logs.
First drive though. At least we got that out of the way.